and girls, Mrs. Seward here again on this bright sunshiny day, at least here in my house. Today I want to talk a little bit about your math lesson that's on the schedule for today. So parents, before our departure on March 12th, we were starting to work a little bit with a new math tool. And our new math tool is for base 10 blocks. So we were learning about how these are cubes and they represent the ones. And we were talking about rods and how this represents tens. So up here you can see that we have our ones. And these over here were our tens. And the children are learning through our morning math calendar time that these are also in our pocket chart in place values. Oops, let me bring that word ones down a little bit. There we go. So we've been learning that we can only put one digit in each of these boxes. So they know their digits are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Those are what makes our digits. So we started learning our song, and Miss Seward was practicing rolling a dice. So I would roll a dice, and if I rolled something like 3, we would then put up 3 cubes representing our number 3. And we knew that it couldn't be a rod because our rod has how many cubes on it, boys and girls? Correct, 10. So we then learned a little song. So hopefully the boys and girls will hear me start to sing the song and then hopefully they will chime in. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little blue cubes. 4 little, 5 little, 6 little blue cubes. 7 little, 8 little, 9 little blue cubes. 10 little blue cubes makes 1 rod. Good job. So we noticed that if we have rolled our dice and we were counting on, once we got to the number 9, we knew we could represent 9 in the ones place with our 9 little cubes. But then we said to ourselves, what happens when we get to 10? Well, we know that the ones pocket can't share the 2 numbers. So we took our 10 cubes and we traded it in for 1 rod. And that's how it became, oh, my eraser. That's how it became one group of 10s and 0 more ones. So we traded those in and we can't put 2 digits in the ones place, so it becomes 1 group of 10s and 0 more ones. So in class, they've been practicing a little bit of this during their tabletop math stations. So I wanted them to try that again today while they're at home. So I have 2 ways you can do it depending on their challenging levels. One way is how I just showed you. We can practice with just rolling the number cube, and we can represent the first roll that we do with some of the rods. Then we can roll it again and represent that second number with the cubes for the ones place. So watch as I do this. It's okay if you don't have dice at home, boys and girls. Miss Seward also can show you that you and your parents can just take a piece of paper and make numbers on cards, especially like I said, if we're going to try some numbers that are a little bit higher than my dice. So let's begin. I'm going to roll my first one, and this is going to represent my tens place. So I rolled and I got a 2. So that's going to be my tens number. 1 rod, 2 rods. Then I'm going to roll again, and I rolled a 2 again. So that's going to represent my cubes for the ones place. Oh, I have a nice big piece of tape here. Let me see if I can fit both of them. Voila. Perfect. Oops. Did Miss Sue ever claim to be perfect? Am I only human? So now I have my numbers for my tens place and my ones place by rolling the number cube. So let's see what I have here. I have 10 and a group of 10. So I can count on 10, 20, 21, 22. So my big number for that was 22. Again, boys and girls, today I want you just to try to practice. Now I know you probably don't have these cute little tools that Miss Seward has at home, but remember in class I showed you that we can just take a blue crayon and draw lines. That would represent the rods and cubes. So all you have to do at home is just draw one line, so that would represent our rods, and then the squares for cubes, or if you want to get a little artistic, make it look like the 3D shape. I'm not very good at it, but I like how you always tell me you love my artwork at school. So again, that would represent 22. And again, if you want something more challenging, boys and girls, on a scrap piece of paper, make numbers 1 through 9. Put them upside down, pull a card, and then you can represent it just like that. Remember, boys and girls, try to use a piece of paper at home, or in the back of your math book, you have work mat. So parents, here's what I would suggest. If you're going to use this, how about you take a pencil, and I think I asked for maybe 5 examples. So you can just break the paper up like this. So after they roll the first one, they can just draw it like that. They roll another one, and they represent it like that. I laminate this so it's fading, but I think you get the idea. Now, before I go, I want to show you one more thing you could do today for math, and then you can call it a day. You can go right on my teacher board. Okay, cameraman, zoom in a little bit up here. Come on over. So on the teacher board, let me get my password in there. You will see that for today's lesson, it says choose a number between, well, I said 10 and 19, but I wanted it to go as high as making one group of 10s and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 1s. But I also want some children to challenge themselves. Here's how you're going to show how they can challenge themselves. Once you're on my teacher page, I gave a fun activity here where the kids can manipulate how to just drag, pull, and place rods and cubes. But if you go right down here, I gave you a short link to the Bitly. So you click, there we go, my wrist. Click on the Bitly. Oh, sorry, hold on. Time out, let me give you the directions. So you're gonna go to Country Countdown, Counting Critters, oops, bear with me, there we go. Oh my goodness, my husband, the IT tech here. Thank you, love. So you're gonna come here, and you're gonna go to Country Countdown, and parents, I made a mistake, let me fix that. It's not the Counting Critters. It's Blockbusters, my fault. So under Blockbusters, you would go down to letter G. Teen numbers as 10s and 1s. For the kids who want to challenge themselves, you would go to H, 10s and 1s to 50. So that would be an area where it says, boys and girls, try to show me 34. So they would have to show 3 rods and 4 cubes. But for time's sake, let me just show you the G. So again, let me fix it on my teacher board today, boys and girls and parents. So, oops. I know, I keep touching the wrong side, as my husband's saying. Then, yes, the kids know how to do the puzzle. And then hit to allow. Make the screen bigger.
Hi, I'm Tally. Welcome to Blockbusters.
So the kids know what all these directions mean. Repeat the question, erase, repeat, go back. So I'm just going to skip all this.
Hundreds and thousands. The blocks will also help you add and subtract more easily. Click this help button if you
Again,
are
so
not
help,
sure what you need
lesson.
to answer a question. Click this button if you want to see the meaning of a word used in this module. Click this button if you want to repeat a question.
So I'm just going to skip it and just get started for time reasons.
In these questions, you will be asked to show a given number of blocks. Click a mouse to add blocks. If you want to remove a block, drag it to the trash barrel.
Again, the children have loved doing this in the class.
Use tens and ones to show this number.
So here's our number, 12. So when we put 12 over here, we realize we have to put the 1 in one box and the 2 in the other box. So we read this number as one group of tens. Oh my goodness, good. And 2 more ones. Oh my goodness. There we go. Now that we show that it's one group of tens and 2 more ones, we click on go. Oh my goodness, I'm not clicking on the right side of my...
All right.
Again, the kids just go crazy for this site. And then you would hit next and it would go through about 9 more of these. Again, I'm going to fix that on the teacher board in the next couple of minutes. I hope you have a wonderful time with math today and enjoy. Bye.